Okay, let's try this again. Maybe. No, it's still not working. Oh boy. Well, it's working in some places. All right. I think we just have to ditch this one. And do that. All right, we will just move on. Okay. Let's attach some of these windows. And then we can move on. Alright, I think we're good. Okay, cool. So now we can actually get started. So, like I said, I'm using local by Flywheel to do the local WordPress development stuff. Yeah, just super easy to get everything set up. You don't have to think about it. Much easier than trying to used to use oh, I forgot the app name, but it had an elephant for the icon. MAMP. I used to use MAMP, but MAMP is even more manual than this, and this is just a little bit more plug and play. So super easy to get a WordPress site set up on local. So we'll just do that for our theme. We're just going to call this hog template. Alright, once that gets set up, we can just close out local entirely. We don't really need to do anything else in here. All right. Cool. So we've got that handled. I think we can get rid of local now. Don't need to keep that up. So I'm just gonna get oh shit. I don't think I installed that in the right place. Let's move it so that it's in the right directory. Stop the site. Can I move this from here? No. Alright, I'm just gonna delete it. Just gonna delete it and start over. Do it that way. We're gonna move this to here and call it hog starter. Hog starter .local. You didn't actually move it. What the heck? There we go. Move it to that workspace. Start it up. Set up my admin. And then it'll download this one more time. And there we go. All right, cool. All right, now we look here. Sweet. We've got a WordPress install. Yeah, dead simple. It just installs everything, all the defaults, all that type of stuff. We're going to go into hogstarter.local, go to the admin. Nope. Okay, cool. So we've got all the normal like WordPress themes and everything in here. We can go into the terminal now. Go into hog. What did I name this? Hog starter app. Public WP content themes. All right, now we're in the themes directory. So, okay, this is a public repository, so anybody can go and check it out if they want to. Why can't I paste this? There we go. Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. So that's the GitHub repo. Yeah, feel free to grab it, pull it down, whatever. Yeah, like I said, this is just a starter theme. So we built this a long time ago. We've kind of kept it updated. We still need to update it. It's been a little over a year since we've done that. So that's what we're doing today. And we're also going to kind of get it like ready to use with the like the theme.json like architecture. There's just some new WordPress like methodologies or like principles or whatever that they're using with Gutenberg now that I've been out of the WordPress world for a little while, and I wanted to kind of get the theme set up to handle that stuff, and at the same time that'll kind of help me like grasp exactly what's going on. So we're going to do that. So let's go ahead and just clone this sucker down into our themes. Nope. Okay, does paste not work? What is happening? Paste. There you go. Okay, cool. Super lightweight. Nothing crazy in here. So once we activate this, you'll see that it is a empty theme. Absolutely nothing going on here, and that's the way that we want it because we start, from scratch with everything we build. So keep this super blank. We're going to start kind of going through the folder structure and like ripping out some of the old stuff. Do I want to update the packages? I should probably update the packages. Let me split this out into a couple different places here. Let's see. It's not hog starter. Hog scaffold. And Vim into it. Okay. This is our folder structure that we're working with here. I think I need to update all these packages, so let's just do that really quick. NCU upgrade. I'm using NCU, which is just like it's like an NPM package to manage your packages. And a bunch of these are super out of date, which I imagine is going to make it hard to actually run the build, but that's okay, we'll work through it. The last time I tried to do that, yeah, this is gonna happen to me again here too, right? This whole like error saying that you have to fix the upstream dependency conflict, which I have no idea what that even means. We're just going to do the legacy peer dependencies because I don't want to deal with all that. Alright, so all that's updated. Let's go into the package.json and just see what all we updated. So all the Babel stuff, the ESLint stuff, pretty much everything was out of date, which is fun for everybody. Let's we're just gonna run dev here and see, or it's npm run watch. Nope. Could not read package.json. Oh, it's because I'm not in the right folder. Hog scaffold. Now we run it and see what happens and see what of our build processes break. No end of line white space for a bunch of files, which is fine. It ran the watch, it didn't like error out, so that's good. Let me go through these really quick. And it's just freaking out because there's no end of line white space, which doesn't actually matter, so we're not going to worry about that. That's all of the errors too, so that's good. I need to change this in the style config though, so it doesn't scream at us about it every time. Config. I don't have a style config in here. Editor config, ESLint. We've got prettier. Oh, there it is, style. Okay. And we are going to no EOL white space. What is the parameter for this? Oh, that's not a rule anymore. Okay. So it changes to no irregular white space. Okay. See if we can go into the front end styles and just like body background red. Let's rerun watch. Okay, I think that worked. Cool. All right, so that should be working, and I should actually be able to go to what are you yelling about here? Oh, that's right. Okay, so if I go to the Webpack settings, browser sync requires you define the proxy here, so we have to change this to hog scaffold. Oh, what do I call it? Hog starter. And then rerun this. And then we should be able to see it. Cool, looks terrible. Let's go back to the front end styles. Remove all that. And it updates. Okay, cool. That was not as painful as I thought it was going to be. Good. Let's try. Try some JavaScript. Front end JS. And just like alert. Okay. Make sure everything compiles. And it does. Cool. Unknown options in ESLint. So the ESLint config. Okay, is removing this gonna like break everything? Extensions has been removed. Yeah. Let's see what that's about. Do. Options, extensions, turn to an extension configuration. I removed it and it, okay. So we can just remove this whole thing. Back to the JavaScript file. Run that alert again. And I imagine I have to rerun watch. Write that out. Okay, do I have more? I need to add this. And nope. What was it? Extensions? Should I remove both of those things? Go back to front end. Oh my god. So where does extensions exist? Not in there. And then in the package lock. Okay, so Don't have extensions. Unknown options. Extensions have been removed. Yeah, I removed it, dog. I don't know where else that would be coming from. It doesn't have anything to do with this. I don't know. It's still compiling. I don't think I'm going to worry about it, honestly. It's going to throw an error every time I compile, though, and that's going to bug me. How do we get rid of that? Okay, that was a good test. Okay. Let's just ignore it for now. I'm not too worried about it. So the main thing that I wanted to do here was, if we look at like the way that most of these themes are going to start is with like typography, color palette, and like header and footer stuff. So I kind of want to, oh, I still have this stupid logo showing up. There we go. So I want to get the theme.json file set up. And I have one from an old project, or a relatively recent project, I guess, that we can use. Let's just find it and snag. Yeah, none of that matters. Okay, so we're just gonna snag this. And grab it. We need to go all the way back out to here because we don't have a theme.json file in here. So WordPress codex theme.json. Yes, this is how we configure the editor that enables a finer grain control and introduces first step in managing styles. So WordPress is definitely moving towards like a site editor kind of feel for everything, but we want to leverage that in a smart way that just makes our jobs easier. So this JSON file specifically sets up like WordPress variables that we can use within like the Gutenberg blocks. It sets up the color palette, sets up like your font, like your typography hierarchy. We have like spacing variables in here that are used within the Gutenberg blocks, so we can kind of standardize on all of that. you can define like variations within core blocks. So in this other theme file, I had a variation on an image that is just like rounded corners on an image. Pretty basic, but you can define that here and then set some of the parameters. Like usually you'd have to do all of that through like the functions.php or something similar, but we don't have to do that anymore, which is pretty nice. So we're going to leverage the theme file as much as we possibly can to do stuff like that. But for what we're doing right now, this whole styles object, does it go all the way down? Yeah. So I'm going to remove the image variation that I have here. This sets like some defaults on Gutenberg block, like the default Gutenberg block. So like the border radius for the button by default I'm setting here, which we can remove for our starter theme, because that's like, that'll be defined by the designs. I'll leave like the colors set to these primary and contrast colors because they're defined off of the palette. So like let's save this actually and see how those are defined, because I don't remember how WordPress determines what's like primary and secondary, because I have some in here that are like, you know, brand blue for like the specific hover states and stuff like that. I don't remember what WordPress sets as the primary color, or if that's something that we do in settings. Same deal with the typography, so just setting font sizes. I have like a fluid typography scale that I have set up that I'm using for all of these, so that's what the clamp is for. Let's see, setting default font weights for headings, setting default colors for links, the hover states for the typography, or for the links. Yeah, there's a bunch of there's a ton of options within this theme.json file. And actually, there's a good resource to, let me find it. And I posted on LinkedIn a while ago. Let's see if I can find it. Because it was very helpful to understand what all you can do within the theme.json file, because in true like WordPress fashion, a lot of this documentation is not super great. So it's kind of hard to find anything. Let's see. Nope. Further down. Oh my God, where is it? Should have just bookmarked it. Ooh, here it is. Carolina 9 mark. Has a whole site dedicated to this. Yeah, this was hugely helpful when I was first messing around with this, so bookmark that for sure. And yeah, we can kind of go from there. Yeah, this is just all a bunch of like default settings and stuff like that. So I'm going to save this file and see what that does to our theme. So you can already tell, like, it changed the typography, the spacing, all of that type of stuff, just even on these couple of default blocks. Let's see, if we go to the customizer, where do we edit, like, the... No, see, that's all just the JSON file. Oh, I forgot. Do we have to... Because there is a menu option for doing the site editing, but I think we have to enable that in the, like, functions.php. Where did Carolina's? There it is. So is this a... Yeah, this is the site editor that I'm talking about. Did you learn? Create a blank theme. Yeah, we've done all that. Got all that. What is this create block theme plugin? We don't need it to do this. I just need to know how to, like, enable block theme. Build a block theme? Yeah. Let me look at my old project and see what I did, because surely it's just like a thing that you enable. Title tag, theme support, block styles, scripts. No. Functions. No. How did we enable this? It should definitely be either in the theme, appearance tools? No, those are block level settings. Oh, where is it? Register theme blocks. Nope. Thumbnails. Brands block directory. Let me look at the functions here. Nope. There's no way that we have to install a plugin that, like, turns everything into a block theme. Functions. Label block theme WordPress. How to switch to WordPress block themes. I don't think this is going to give me the in settings. There's no way that it's just a setting. Let's see what we can do with this block theme plugin. Where'd you put it? Do I need to go to... Nope. Okay. Using the editor, yeah. You have to export it. Clone the current theme. For the currently, click create theme. Nope. Or are you telling me to click create theme? Using the editor. This is awful. Okay. Let's do create custom WordPress block theme. Okay. Create a blank theme from the plugin options. The plugin options don't exist. I keep going back to the same place expecting something to change. Settings. Plugins. It's there. Was it the wrong plugin? No. The new panel exit from the editor, which you can open by clicking on a new icon to the right of the save button at the top of the editor. From the WordPress editor. What the fuck is the WordPress editor? This is exceptionally stupid. Yeah, there will be a new panel accessible from the WordPress editor. Like the page editor?
With Cascade Platinum Plus, I have upped my dish game.
Oh, in that dish. Good. You hit me with an ad. Okay, we're back. You can access it from the WordPress editor, which you can open by clicking on a new icon to the right of the Save button. To the right of the Save button. This is ridiculous. Yeah. Switch the theme to the default theme to rule out any theme-related problems. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? Let's look at WordPress 2024 theme on GitHub. And let's try and deconstruct what we're looking at here. So there's a patterns object in the theme, which I'm going to add to this. So there's a patterns array, that's fine, it doesn't really matter. This is all settings, gradient, palette, layout, spacing, typography, block styles, template parts and custom templates. Okay, so there's nothing really in here other than this. Does adding that. Okay. Okay, so that's obviously not it. Let's look in the functions. Register block styles. Block style sheets. Register block pattern category. Wonder if I look at this code. Let's throw in a new directory. So just right at the root. Yeah, so we've got assets, patterns, add a directory called patterns. And then there's just a ton of patterns in here. They're like there's no like default and then parts, which I think would remove partials, or no? Yeah, because we're not really going to be using partials, because within our partials folder is just where we have like our custom blocks, which we're not really going to be using. Why can't you delete that? Okay, we got parts and patterns. And we'll just check to see if that changed anything, which I don't know why it would. So if we go to the front end here, this is where the edit site thing is supposed to come in, and this is what it looks like. So we're just missing something. Wait a minute. Assets. We got the patterns folder. Oh God. What? Why did you not like that? Oh, we're not going to do a bunch of like weird Vim shit now, right? Okay, cool. No clue what that's about. Gotta be something in the functions that we're missing. Got all the block styles. Block style sheets. Pattern categories. Registered block pattern categories. Let's try this. At the bottom. Just see if that gets us anywhere. Okay, that's not helpful. What are we missing here? Callback must be a valid code 24, not found or invalid functions. Pattern categories, we have it right here. If the function doesn't exist, then define it. Register the block pattern category. And then add the action. Okay, we need to do the action up here and include the namespace. It's been a while since I've done WordPress stuff, and I'm just guessing. And I don't have linting in my PHP files either. Oy. 927. Oh. CM2 is still writing JavaScript. Okay, we still got the customize. I don't have anything specific for the customizer. Let's go back here. So we've got block pattern categories. Maybe there's no way that I need to like add a pattern here. Let's just grab the footer for my other project. These patterns are PHP. Yeah. So if we do footer global. Yeah. Do all that. Log scaffold, footer default. This needs to be dynamic somehow too. It's PHP, so we should be able to just do PHP date Y. That's right. All that good. Okay, so now we've got a pattern defined. You're still just showing me the customizer. So what defines a block theme as a block theme? A few things. Hiding patterns, no. No. I don't think there's anything in the PHP config that would do anything. There's nothing in here. Unless somehow like these tags matter. Which would be ridiculous. Okay. Those don't matter. Anything in the README? No. We went through this. Nothing in the editor config. What are all of these? Oh, are these different, like, entirely different, like, themes, I guess? That's interesting. What if I throw something in the parts folder and call it footer.html and paste this in there? Oops. What did we call? We're going to use this. No. What? Hog scaffold footer default. Fat fingers, dude. Okay. So now we have a template part, or a part rather, and a pattern. That hasn't changed anything here. Still nothing. Okay. What else are we missing? I don't get it. We literally just need to make... This thing just needs to be told. A 2024 footer, yep. Block types core, yep. So we got the footer part, and we go back to the footer pattern. Yeah. Title is the default footer. The slug is that. Categories footer, block types core, template part footer. And that's right. Templates. HTML. Okay. What about now? Oh my goodness. So the folder structure is the important part. So you have to have parts, patterns, and templates with something in them. I think the templates one is the important one. Content on WP includes. Oh, is it because I don't have a homepage set up? Oh. Group template footer. I think it's this. No, because the footer was showing up right there. Yeah. And with PHP, you need to echo the date and refresh it. There we go. So why are you yelling at me? Because we don't have a header? That's what it is. Nice. Okay. Home. And my browser sync isn't looking for HTML files. So let's go fix that. That's going to be in the Webpack config. Those are entries, file names, path stats, browser sync, files. So we want all PHP and all HTML files. Then we will rewatch. You go to footer HTML, footer global PHP. Okay, great. Yep, that worked. And we'll go to the template and say hi. Yay. Okay, now we got something going here. Okay, so now we should be able to look in the edit site. And within here, this is where, yep, we can do the styles. We can look at the colors. These are the theme colors that I have defined. You can define gradients. We can do all of our style definition stuff in the themes.json file. This is all also defined, I believe, by the themes.json file. Let's just double check that these values match up. So if we look at an H1, I have a line height of 1.2. I have a font size that is custom. Let's just throw... Oh, this is in there. Okay, let's see if we look at how this is output on the front end. So there's some inline padding top, there's a margin. And then we've got this, my font size is currently being overridden by normalize. Let's get rid of normalize. Because we are defining everything and we don't need some crazy CSS reset file. Maybe that's like an outdated thing to do now too, anyways. Something to think about, I guess. But in any case, we can move that from package. And we'll remove normalize here so that we don't have that at all. Okay, cool. So now really this thing is set up to be a block theme. I think that's probably a good stopping point for right now. I need to mess around with how some of this stuff is set up a little bit, but this gives us a good jumping off point for our block theme, and then we can actually get like a header and footer in there with some navigation and stuff that's kind of standardized, like default type of stuff. But yeah, this was a good test run to see how a video like this would work. So good. Okay. Good talk. Bye bye.